had to be about 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. The doorbell was ringing, 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 ringing. And at first I thought I was dreaming. They said, wake Felischa up. Like, this can't be true. Like, I don't believe it. We got in the car, and when we went over there to the projects where I lived, as I'm pulling up and I'm seeing all these people, I knew it was serious. And as I'm going towards the door, the fireman, he was running out with my son in his hands. And I just screamed and broke down. It was just very dysfunctional. A lot of arguing, a lot of fighting, very abusive in the home. Me happened to be older than what I was. Moving with my grandmother, found drugs there, start using, start stealing, prostituting. And I go out and sometimes she don't see me for days. And I was taking the gang people's drugs and running off with them and stuff, and my family just had got tired of it because I was putting my grandmother and my kids in jeopardy. And my sister and my mom, they came from Minnesota and they drove up to Chicago and they came and got me. And it was very hard for me because my girls were still young. They was crying for me. They didn't want me to leave. Kept saying, I want to go with my mommy. And I had to run out the house and to run, jump in the car and to take off with my girls running out the door screaming. They want their mommy. You know, I wanted to kind of stay clean. I did for a minute. Started back smoking weed, was off and running again. It really got bad for me because I just started prostituting even worse. I was selling drugs, I was smoking drugs. I got beat real bad because of the dope boy stuff I came up missing. And someone found me unconscious, laying on the side of the curb. I went to a battered women's shelter, stayed there a little bit, got out, was off and running again. Trying to get one more bag, trying to get high, jumping in and out of cars, don't know who I'm getting in the car with. You know, they can do anything to me. I done had that experience where I done jumped in the car with someone and got raped. I done had experience where I done jumped in the car, had a gun pulled on me, doing whatever it is just to get one more high and not stopping. Had caught a bunch of fifth-degree possessions, loitering with the intent to prostitute. So they would pick me up, I would go down there, I would tell them I want to go to treatment. I'd go to treatment, go in one door and go out the other door. I just was living in and out of the hallways and abandoned buildings and cars. And I just always used to have headphones because I used to like music a lot. Sunday mornings would come, I would listen to the gospel, and then some nights it'd be like church would come on and I just listen to, just let it touch my spirit in some type of way. And one day I had this song come on, and it was by Marvin Sapp, Never Would Have Made It. And it just did something to me. And I was sitting in the hallway and I was getting high and I was crying, asking God for help. Please help me. If I don't do something or change right now, change my life around, something bad is gonna happen, because the police see me and not arresting me, knowing they got a warrant, knowing I've been running for months. And so when I walked out the building, a guy that I knew, I told him, drop me off at the police station. And he said, do what? I said, drop me off at the police station. And he said, you couldn't be serious. And I said, I am. And he dropped me off, and I walked in there and I told him that I have a warrant. Here I am. I need some help. God just did for me what I couldn't do for myself when I walked in there, because I never would have ever turned myself in to no jail.
When I first met Felischa, she was a beautiful young woman, but somehow she looked like she wasn't even there. Felischa had been through so much that it was inch by inch with her, gradually bringing her along, literally from death to life. That doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen. And we watched it happen in her life. For Felischa, it took some time. She started the class a few times and almost immediately felt she couldn't do it and would quit.
I started one, didn't finish it because my mom had died and I was just a wreck.
If they don't do life skills, they will not have the foundation that they need to succeed as a Christian, and not only as a Christian, in life.
Then I started again, and I did pretty okay.
She never gave up. She didn't leave. She continued to stay, continued to fight. That's what we have a bunch of fighters. Survivors is what they are. They have survived incredible odds.
So many hurting people in this area over here by this church. And our pastors have been through some of the stuff that we experienced. And so I thank God that He gave them the vision to put this church right where it needs to be.
For most of them, it goes back to their childhood. I mean, these people started using drugs, drinking with their moms and with their dads, and so it goes back to 10, 11, 12. Prostitution starting at 11, 12, 13 years old. I would say a majority of our people have been molested at a young age, and when you look at it, you wonder how they even make it through one day, let alone a lifetime. They're resilient. They are definitely overcomers, and we have a church full of people that have come out of dire straits, that have come out of the worst projects, that have been treated in the worst ways, that have everything you see on the news is in here. Only there's one thing different. We have a solution going on. The problems are their past, and their futures are bright.
I was running from myself because I didn't want to face me. I didn't want to face the stuff that had happened to me as a kid, as a child. From my son all the way down to the abusive relationships, seeing my mama being abused, just all of it, just running. But my son was the biggest one, to have a baby at that age and for him to die. It's truly a blessing not to run no more. I ran so many years, and I finally ran into the arms of God.